blunder. I told you guys about how I ordered my new earbuds. Well, they're not, I guess technically new. They're open box. It's cheaper through eBay. But I accidentally had them shipped to my old house in Charlotte. Now the issue with that is I live an hour away, and I'm not really on good terms with my aunt that lives there at the moment. So I ended up having to, because I checked eBay and I was like, I wonder if I ordered these to the right place. It was like 2 days afterwards, because I've been checking USPS and stuff. And I was like, I wonder if I ordered these to the right place. And then I looked, I'm like, crap, I ordered them to the wrong place. And I didn't know what to do, so I texted my mother, because I didn't know if you could like change it after it's already been shipped. And my plan was I was hoping they'd be here by July 4th, so I'd have my earbuds and yada yada. But it looks like they're going to be here July 5th anyway, and I'm going to have to go out and just pick them up. But I called USPS and asked could they hold them. So hopefully it works out. Also, we got, so far on the truck, we have the switches sold, like the door window switches, the mirror switch, the wiring for all that, the center console lid, the windshield reservoir is sold, and then the rear fender flares are sold. And off of that, I've made like $250-260. I should have a guy coming out today. He's going to look at the engine, probably get the engine. Then I have a guy that should be coming to get the front axle this weekend. And then I have a guy that, what did he want? There was something else. I do have one guy that wants the doors and a few other things. But then I also had someone else I thought, one guy wants the exhaust right now. Which, I mean, I'm just going to cut it off with like a Sawzall or something, which should make it pretty easy. And that's about it with the truck. I'm just waiting for the people to show, like they should be here at some point today. The one guy to look at the engine, the guy with the axle should be coming this weekend, and then kind of just go from there. Besides that, nothing else has really been going on. I've been streaming as usual. Sprint's actually been working the past few days. Like last video, it wasn't working. Like I reset it and it was working and it would mess up and then it would work a little bit more. But today and yesterday it's been working great, and I've streamed like 8 hours over the past 2 days and it's been working pretty well. It hasn't even been dropping like connection or ping or anything while I was playing Rainbow, which I'm really surprised about. And I've been playing music as well. And even one of the times I didn't realize, but my phone was connected to my streaming Wi-Fi, and I was watching the stream to make sure everything was all good and it wasn't dropping frames either. So it's doing pretty well. Fallout's being pretty good too. We just bought Portal 2, so hopefully I'll be able to stream that tonight. On that note, I should actually get it downloaded so I can play it. But yeah, I bought Portal 2 because it was only $1, and Portal always was a dope game. I never really played it. My friend had it when I was like a kid, and he used to play it, so I figured it'd be a dope idea. And it's co-op or something, so me and Dakota can play it. And that's about it. Yesterday, I went to help my friend put his radio in his car. And I wasn't going to take my camera and stuff. I just didn't get around to it because I was kind of tired and yada yada. But we finally got the radio. And the guy actually that he purchased the car from, he claims that the old system was stolen out of the car. But we think the guy actually, he decided to come and get the car. So the guy decided to just rip the system out. And it couldn't have been that great because none of the speakers were anything special that were left in it. But he literally ripped the radio out of the center dash, ripped the speakers out of the rear seat. There's no rear seat or anything. So I had to disconnect all of his wiring. They were getting the amp wires and things out because this guy just ran it all janky, and the wire that went from the positive terminal on the battery to the amp in the rear, he actually just cut it and left it there. So it could have grounded out the motor and fried something. Luckily it didn't, but we took it out and everything. But I had to rewire in all the new speaker, not technically rewiring. I thought it was going to be worse than it was. All I really had to do was just find because there wasn't much wire left, they didn't use a wiring harness. I'll never get people that don't just use wiring harnesses when you put a new radio in. It's easier, it makes it more simple for you. So I didn't have the option to put a wiring harness on it. I just had to go in and figure out what each wire meant and yada yada and do stuff like that, which wasn't too hard. It was kind of fun to do. because with the Charger I always vowed that if anything I'll just replace speakers, but I like the radio and stuff enough, and I like having the GPS and all. I don't think I'll ever replace it. And I hate it because when you start to replace speakers on a car and you start taking door panels out, a lot of times you make the where it mounts to the door weak, or you make those plastic clips weak, or you break them and lose them, and your door panel never goes back on the car the same way. Luckily, the only panel I've ever taken off my car is my driver's side panel, because I tightened up all the bolts because it was rattling. But besides that, it's been all good for that aspect. I mean, I also have someone that's hopefully going to buy the Gravely tires. Okay, so he wants the wheels from my Gravely, which I don't think I need to work on the Gravely soon as well. But I think it needs rebuilt because it's smoking really bad and it's burning a lot of oil. But then on top of that, I think the governor gear is also stripped out, so that needs replaced too, which is going to be a pain in the butt. But at some point I'll get it done because it's nice having around to mow and things. I just haven't felt motivated to do it. But I guess that's about it. Just kind of updates and everything. My poison ivy's almost completely gone away. I just have this dry spot here, as you can see. It's like cracking and stuff. We've been putting lotion on it, so it's been helping. And I finally finished up my pills I had to take for my poison ivy today as well. So that's about it, guys. But hope you guys have a wonderful day. Just kind of updates and everything, seeing how much we can get from the truck. I need to just go more in depth with y'all, but if the guy comes out and gets the engine today, I'd like to kind of help him out. I'm also hopefully going to be working on the cylinder for my fiance's father's excavator. It needs rebuilt. It keeps leaking the gear fluid, the hydraulic fluid out of it, so I'm going to take it out. It should be a pretty simple process, but you know how things turn out. Usually you work on one thing and 5 other things break, but we'll see. So hopefully you guys have a wonderful day. Just a few updates in my life. What are you guys really excited for? What's coming up? What are you planning to do this summer? What have you done this summer? And I guess we'll go from there. Hopefully I will be getting Assassin's Creed soon. But I'm also thinking about Super Mario Maker. Super Mario Maker 2 looks dope. What do you guys think? Would you like to see that on the stream? It looks kind of sweet, and if I could get some other people who had it, because I like the old Mario games. But like I said, the nice thing about Switch games is they retain value very well, which is a bad thing when you're buying them, but when you sell them, you normally can get your full value, if not more, out of it if you search for deals. So we'll go from there. But tell me if you'd like to see that, and tell me about what you're up to this week, what you're doing for July 4th, and everybody have a wonderful July 4th tomorrow, and hope to see you guys in the stream later. Peace out. No matter where life takes me, find me with a smile.